Good afternoon, groovy citizens, and happy Winning Wednesday. I hope you all have been having a great day. My day didn't start out so great. Y'all, no, let me not say that, because it's a good day every day that I wake up. However, I did wake up quite sore this morning. As you all know, I had a really bad car accident on the 1st of this month, and I'm super excited because I get to go and see a doctor on Friday to begin my physical therapy, so I'm excited about that. So this morning I woke up, and I'm trying to tell y'all, this body was sore as I don't know what. I almost said something, but it was sore. Let me just say that. So, and I honestly started not to do this video. That's why I'm just getting around to doing it. But I said, no, Michelle, you've got to do it anyway, because somebody somewhere is counting on you. So here I am. But otherwise, I hope you all have had a great day. I hope you all will continue to have a great day. Right now, it is 71 degrees and the sun is out, as you can see. I had to roll my windows up and cut my air on because my neighbor across the street is, I don't know what he's doing in his car, but you know how people feel like they need to share their music with everybody when they didn't ask to hear it? Yeah, it's one of those. So I had to roll my windows up and cut my air on because it's, like I said, 71 degrees. The sun is out. Although, as I was coming out of the house, this huge gust of wind just kind of started whirling around. So it's been a little windy today. Not too bad like it was last week. And so anyway, let's jump into today's topic, which is it's time to win. It's time to win. And this is your 2023 mindset. Okay, so I'm going to share, as usual, some quotes with you all. We'll unpack it as we go along. I'll wrap it up, and then I promise I'll let you be. So my first quote is by Markus A, and he says, in this life, there will always be obstacles. There will always be challenges. There will always be giants. What has defeated you? And I'm asking you this question as well. This is what he asked in his quote, but I'm asking you, what has defeated you? What is your giant? Because everybody has one. Name it. Is it fear? Is it anxiety? Is it insecurity? Is it doubt? So I want you all to really think about that, what I just asked you. And if you have your journals, which I hope you do, I hope you're writing in your journals so that you can write that stuff down to ask yourself, you know, what has defeated you? What is your giant? Name that thing. So that's the thing about writing in your journal and manifesting things. You've got to be specific. You've got to name what that thing is. You can't just say, oh, I'm just having a hard time in life. Okay, that's great. We all do. But specifically, what is giving you a hard time? Because what's giving you a hard time may not be the same for me, and it may not be the same for anybody else. But write it down. And I'm going to tell you why we don't write it down. Because then if we write it down, then we really have to face whatever that thing is. And we don't always want to do that. So I want to encourage you to write it down and face it. And he says, this is the last day that you are going to allow this giant to destroy you. Y'all, that's powerful. That is powerful. That's your shouting moment. You almost missed it. You almost missed it. This is the last day that you are going to allow your giant to defeat you, or defy you, I'm sorry. So whatever that giant may be, whatever it may be, you may have more than one, but whatever it is, make today the last day that you allow that thing to take over. Okay? And again, like I said, the author of that quote is Markus A. Next quote is by Rohn. He says, don't doubt yourself. He said, I've got miracle working power to change my life, and so do you. If I've got the ability to change, so do you. If I've got the ability to read, so do you. If I can discover, so can you. If I can grow, you can grow. Y'all, that's powerful. That's another shouting moment right there. That is so powerful. And as always, all of these will be in the description box. And again, that was by Rohn. This next one, of course, is by Les Brown. He says, when you hold on to your dream, don't let anybody kill it in you. Just hold on to that dream. You know, too often we have dreams And all it takes is for one person to tell you that you can't do something. One person to say that you're not good enough. One person that says, oh, that thing would never happen. And it will kill it just like that. But you have to get to a place where you don't allow people to kill your dreams. If I have a dream for myself, if I have a goal for myself, you can't tell me that I can't manifest that dream. You can't. Well, let me say this. You can say it, but guess what? I'm not receiving it. I am not receiving it. Just because you said it does not make it so. So when somebody tells you you can't do something, you just look at them in the eye and you say, okay, you know, that's a matter of your opinion. And then you go on and do what you're going to do, okay? He said, when it doesn't make sense to anybody, including you sometimes, just hold on. Once you give yourself an opportunity to try and to stretch, you'll find out you can do more than you can ever begin to imagine. That right there, that's the important takeaway from his quote. When you allow your mind to really open up and to stretch, you would be surprised at how much more you can really do. Because some of you all don't give yourself enough credit. Some of you are saying, well, you know, Michelle, I grew up in a rough neighborhood, or I didn't have much growing up. Well, guess what? A lot of people didn't. I'm fortunate enough to say that that was not my story, but there are a lot of people that is their story. I've heard people, a lot of people that are well-known actors and actresses say they grew up in the worst of the worst neighborhoods. They grew up not knowing when they were going to get their next meal. They grew up not knowing how they were going to pay the rent from month to month. They grew up without a car, so they had to take public transportation. They didn't have, basic necessities. That's how poor they were. But you cannot allow that to keep you from dreaming. You cannot allow that to block you from stepping out and really stretching yourself wide to say, you know what? God has said that I can do anything, because he said all things are possible. He didn't say some things. He didn't say a few things. He didn't say several things. He didn't say only if you grew up in the right neighborhoods and your parents had money. He said all things are possible, but it's going to require you to stretch out and begin to dream big, to think big. And then you will be able to have more than you could ever have dreamed. Again, that's by Les Brown. Next quote is, what's your final quote, is by William Hollis. And he says, now there are laws. The law of belief says that your beliefs become your realities. Let me say that because somebody in the back of the room missed it. The law of belief says that your beliefs become your reality. So be careful about what you believe, because what you believe will become your reality. And that's the scary part, is it can happen just like that. And you're wondering, how come I'm not excelling in life and other people are? It's your beliefs. Check your belief. Check that belief folder and see what beliefs you've been telling yourself. He says, but the things that you believe may not necessarily be true. However, if you believe them intensely enough, they will become true for you. So, like I said, I am of the belief that I will become a very, very successful motivational speaker. I will become a successful, I said motivational speaker, just motivator in general. I will become a household name. People will say, yes, I know who Michelle is. Yes, I love her content. I love the way she motivates me. And I get people that send me emails and text messages and inbox messages saying, Michelle, you have no idea how I watched your video and it just truly blessed me. That's what I do. I restore people's faith. I encourage them to believe that they can do and be anything that they believe. But again, it starts with your belief. What do you believe for you? I believe that I can be anything that I choose to be. I believe that I can be anything that I work hard at. And you can never, I mean never ever, tell me otherwise, because I'm not going to believe it. I am not going to believe it because I know better. And what did the last quote say? that if you believe them intensely enough, it will become true for you. So if I keep believing that I can be the things that I want to believe, guess what? It's going to come true for me. But if you keep believing that you can't have anything and you won't be anything because your mom and your daddy weren't much of anything but ordinary people, your grandmother and your grandfather and those before them were just average people, if you keep believing that because all those people were average, that you're only going to be average, then that's what it's going to be. That's exactly what it's going to believe, because that's what you believe for yourself. But we are in a whole new year. We're in the third month of the first quarter. And we only have this week and next week. So I want you to end it strong by telling yourself that you are going to have a new mindset for this year, because it's time for you to win. Some of you aren't winning because of your beliefs and you're holding yourself back, but you want to blame everybody else. Oh, my job is holding me back. My supervisor doesn't want to see me exceed, or my family members are holding me back. No, sweetie, you're holding you back. You aren't excelling in whatever it is you're trying to do because of you and your stinking thinking. So you've got to change it. Because of you and your beliefs, you've got to change what you believe. It's as simple as that. Too many of you allow other people to get up here in your head and dictate what you will and won't do. Well, honey, the devil is a lie. The devil is a big, bold-faced lie, because you will not make me believe anything else other than what I believe to be true for me. Okay? Y'all, that's it. That's my time. I told you I wasn't going to keep you long because I have a couple things I need to do. I have a Zoom call at 6:30 and I need to be ready for that. But, yeah, I hope something that I said resonates with you, that you will go out there and say, you know what, it's still early in the game for me to have a new mindset for 2023. I'm not going to go through the rest of this year thinking the same way I did last year, because we need to stop. Because some of y'all, the truth be told, some of you all have had the same mindset now in 2023 that you had in 2020, 2019, 2018. And you have yet to change it. Well, now guess what? If you were looking for a sign, here's the sign. It's time for you to change. Listen, if you're new to watch my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I vlog every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm going to say morning, but Saturday in general. So make sure you come back on Friday, where I'll have another motivating word for you. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your day. No matter what you do, just be safe. Y'all know y'all my babies. I love you dearly. Just be safe. Whatever it is that you do, wherever it is that you go, do it in a safe manner. Y'all know the drill. You know the spiel. I love you to the moon and back, and there's nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can do about it, because I'm always going to love you no matter what. Go out there, dream big. Tell yourself it's time for me to win. And you may have to remind yourself that several times a day, but it is truly time for you to win. Believe it, receive it, and start acting like it. Love you all, and we'll talk again on Friday.